I swear I watched a full-grown hyena drag a screaming boy into the bush, and I thought we had lost him forever, until Ada showed up. My name is Kin, and this happened in my village in Anambra 2 years ago. I still think about it almost every week. It was late evening, that time when the sun is low but you can still see clearly. Most of us were sitting outside after dinner, just talking and minding our business. Kids were running around. Everything felt normal. Then we heard the scream. At first we thought it was kids playing. But this one was different. Sharp. Panicked. Real. We all rushed toward the sound. That was when we saw it, a huge hyena, bigger than any I had ever seen. It had grabbed a small boy, Chika, by the back of his shirt and was dragging him into the tall grass. His mother was on the ground screaming and kicking the dirt, begging for help. I'm not proud to say it, but most of us froze. You think you'll be brave in moments like that, but fear grabs you by the throat. That hyena's eyes were wild. If anyone got close, it would attack. We were shouting, throwing stones, but it wasn't enough. The hyena just kept pulling the boy deeper inside. That was when Ada ran in. Ada wasn't even part of the crowd. She had been walking back from the stream with a yellow jerrycan on her head. She saw the chaos, dropped the jerrycan, and sprinted straight into the bush without asking a single question. I remember someone shouting her name, telling her to stop, but she didn't slow down for even 1 second. Now, Ada wasn't some giant or some trained fighter. She was just a girl from our village, maybe 22, maybe 23. Small, quiet, always kept to herself. She wasn't the kind of person you expect to challenge a wild animal. But that day, she ran with a kind of focus that didn't make sense. We followed behind her, but she was much faster. By the time we caught up, we saw her standing in front of the hyena, shouting at it like it was a stubborn goat. She had grabbed a long stick from the ground, and she was waving it, hitting the bushes, making herself look bigger. The hyena dropped the boy for a moment and faced her. My heart nearly stopped. I thought she was finished. But Ada didn't back away. She kept yelling, stepping closer, striking the ground over and over. She wasn't trying to fight the hyena. She was trying to confuse it.
Get away from him!
And somehow, it worked. The animal hesitated. Then it turned and ran deeper into the bush. Just like that. Ada went straight to the boy, picked him up, and checked if he was breathing. He was shaking, crying, but he was alive. Not a single deep wound. Just scratches. I will never forget the way she carried him out of the bush, slow and steady, even though her own hands were shaking. The boy's mother fell to her knees, hugging both him and Ada at the same time. Some people in the crowd tried to talk to her, praise her, call her a hero, but Ada just kept saying, "It's okay. He's safe." That's what matters. No big speech. No pride. She just brushed the dirt off her knees and walked home like nothing happened. The next morning, when people tried to celebrate her, she told them the truth, she was terrified the whole time. She said her legs almost gave out. But she also said that if she didn't move, the boy would die, and she wouldn't be able to live with that. I think about that moment a lot. Not because she fought an animal, but because she didn't wait for someone else to act. She didn't think of herself first. She didn't freeze like the rest of us. Since that day, everyone calls her Ada the fearless hero. But the funny thing is, if you ever say it to her face, she just shakes her head and says, "Fearless." Me? I was shaking like a leaf. Maybe that's what true bravery looks like. Not the absence of fear, just the refusal to let fear win. And I will never forget what I saw that day. Ever. If this is your first time viewing our channel and you enjoyed this story, please hit the subscribe button, like and comment, and don't forget to turn on the notifications button. Thank you.